Taurus, hey, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. Happy birthday. I hope you're doing well. So happy to see you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Taurus. Happy day. As you know, we've entered into Taurus season. I hope you're having a fabulous season, celebrations all around, feeling loved, feeling supported. It's a good time of year, I should say. Well, probably because of the astrology. It's been pretty wonky or just kind of all over the place. We've had a lot of activity. Aries season brought up a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. There's this cluster of planets in Pisces, which is really just challenging us, forcing us to become aware, to learn our lessons, and specifically as it relates to relationships and dynamics. We're kind of in this crossroads stage is how I'm seeing this, where, you know, we really have to deliberate about who, what is working with us, working for us, working in harmony, and where are the places that people are just trying to manipulate, control the situation. It's not easy because it is highlighting a lot of people, situations that we care about, that are close to our heart, that maybe have been around for a long time, or we thought that they were going to be around for forevermore. And it's just not looking that way with certain dynamics. I know that's not true all across the board. Take it how it resonates. But there definitely is this emphasis on you investing in yourself, how you feel about yourself, and then how that's actually manifesting into present day, into your life, your day-to-day living. That's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocked energy that we might be coming into. It's also a really good time to set your own intention, Taurus, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. Great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing, wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc. Or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling good within ourselves, when we're feeling strong and aware, we support ourselves. We choose things that bring in happiness and fulfillment. And we all deserve to live that life, right? But yeah, I mean, if you're interested, I would love to help. I would be honored. I would love to support in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. Sorry about that little smoke alarm action. All right, let's get into it, Taurus. So I feel, okay, so as we were doing the blessing, I feel like there is something that you're kind of avoiding, something that's like, or you're not really wanting or ready to address quite yet. Maybe this is something that's kind of lingering around in the back of your mind, something that you've been thinking about, but taking action, either you feel like a little bit hesitant, or I feel like some people are just kind of like not really wanting to go down that road, you know? It's when we feel like something needs to be addressed, but we don't really want to because we don't necessarily want to know the answers. Sometimes it's way easier to just think what we want to think about people, about situations. But honestly, I feel like this, you know, the way that your overarching energy is coming through is it's talking about, like, this is a lot about speaking your truth. Standing up for yourself, maybe, but just like having an honest conversation to clear the air. And again, those can be a little bit scary. They can be a little bit nerve-wracking, right? Because sometimes it's very hard to hear another person's perspective, especially when we want to be validated, we want to be justified, we want to be understood. Spirit is asking you, well, here's the thing. I don't think, as I was saying, I don't think you're ready for this quite yet. I don't feel like Spirit's saying to do it quite yet. Maybe as the week progresses, you're going to feel a little bit more inclined that way. We did just move into Taurus season, like I was talking about, and Aries season was super emotional, just lots of water energy, etc. Lots of things going on. And Taurus season, that earth energy helps ground all that emotion. It helps kind of soak some of that up. And I feel like that's kind of where Spirit wants you to do a little whether meditation, self-reflection, thoughts, sitting and spending some time thinking things through, processing things through. You're going to have a better grip. Like, I feel like part of the fear right now is because you don't know what to say or you don't know how to approach it, right? Because there are parts of yourself or of the situation that need to be honored first for you, for your own heart, your own mind. And life is life. Everybody has a different perspective. As long as you're not like going out intentionally doing harm to someone, people should be able to understand where you're coming from is what I'm getting to. But again, this has been something that I feel like you've had to get stronger around. Like, Spirit's really, you've spent some time growing in your strength, 100%. I love that. Leo energy comes out. And, yes, that makes so much sense. You're more focused on the future. You're more focused on down the line, right? Like, how can I address this down the line? I'm not ready quite yet. I don't know. I feel like you might be a little bit apathetic this week or lately. I feel like with the cowrie shell, it's you resting in your feminine power. Feminine power is all about surrender. You've surrendered the situation to some capacity, but at the same time, you're feeling like things need to be addressed. And we're in this weird phase where in the astrology, it was all about Aries season, investing in self, kind of putting energy towards what we want, what we're trying to manifest. And then Taurus is bringing us the opportunity to actually bring that into our reality, in our day-to-day. And you kind of still look like you're in the deliberating stages of it. But I think this is also because you don't want to deal with someone. I feel like it's almost like you might have to go through someone first before you can kind of address some of the difficulties. And that in and of itself feels really overwhelming. You want to make sure that when you are approaching this situation, that you're coming from a balanced state, or that's really what you're working on within yourself right now, is finding a little bit more balance, feeling like you're not all over the place. But like I said, and here's the thing, a lot of this is up to you. A lot of this is up to you to kind of take this initiative. Because whatever this communication was in the past, like I said, it does feel, or it does look like someone is not on the same page as you, i.e. they either don't want you to do this thing or they don't want you to seek this thing out, etc. And so they're kind of dangling, not a carrot, but I don't know. They're kind of, the way that they're talking to you, it feels very painting worst case scenario, painting a negative picture about how things are going to fare out. I feel like that's why you've been a little bit hesitant, maybe living out of some fear-based mentality. But life is going to do what life is going to do. And no matter how much power we give someone else, Spirit's always going to speak to us. And that's how it looks for you. Spirit is talking 100% with this 9 of Wands. Okay. Spirit is talking to you, but there's resistance. This is basically what this is showing, Taurus. There is resistance, and it's making it, I think it's actually kind of making it a little bit harder on you. And on some level, you know this. I think that that's also where some of this hesitancy is coming from, right? Not really wanting to address anything, because again, if we're not addressing things, then there's that hope that we're not going to have to deal with it, right? But, and I think, again, a lot of this is because of maybe listening a little bit too much to what other people are saying. A little fear-mongering going on this week, Taurus, so be mindful. Don't let anyone spoil your birthday. It's not cool, right? Not cool at all. But this is also promoting courage within you. This is also Spirit saying, if you see something, take action, right? And this is that part where, again, it's easier to just live in our own fanciful world than it is to actually address things. But this is weighing on your heart and on your mind for a reason. And I feel like this is specifically for transformation, right? So that you do empower yourself, so that you do tap into that innate wisdom. I love this. So beautiful. It's not easy. Depressed, isolated help. Yeah, 100%. It's coming out of this, right? It's coming out of that feeling of helplessness or that inability to do something. And like I said, I'm not saying maybe someone is keeping you under their thumb. That's kind of how it looks. It feels like, or just like I said, you have to go through someone else in order to get to the other side. Maybe this person has kind of been that fixture in your life for a long time, and they are making you doubt yourself. I feel like you are still making plans though, like you're making plans like I'm gonna do it in this way. And you know it's gonna be up to you. You know it's gonna be up to you with that 7 of Wands. But 7 of Wands is also about like seeing things from a different vantage point. Yeah, it might suck. Yeah, we might have to climb that mountain, but at the same time, once we do, there's feelings of freedom. I feel like this is going to bring in new blessings, new abundance, but it's also getting out of your own way. The beauty of your feminine energy is it is tapping you into your intuition. Right now, Neptune is in Aries. And so it's like we have to trust what we're sensing, what we're feeling. And you're getting all the right messages, right? Like you're getting all the right messages. And it looks like there's a really positive outcome when you do decide to deal with this. But until you do, it's going to kind of be this repeat cycle, this repeat pattern. And it probably will feel a little bit depressing. It will feel a little bit heavy. In the weekly reading, there's a lot of emotional energy. I mean, the fire element is heightening right now, which is awesome. But at the same time, it's like we have to be willing not to go down the emotional K-hole, and sometimes that can just be so hard, right? Because we just want to give way. And it's been really exhausting. There's been a lot that's been going on lately. So be gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself, self-love, self-care. This is your season. So really just make sure to love on who you are and what you bring to the table. And that's going to help give you some clarity. You're pushing towards this abundance. You have a lot of feminine energy coming from you this week, which I love, regardless of what gender you are. It's all about you stepping into that power of knowledge, of abundance, of surrender, but from that place of softness, right? Not forcing your agenda, but from that place of innate knowing, that peaceful knowing within. So I hope this helped, Taurus. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.